Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
In the floating city? Something strange in Eorzea?
What in the world is that?
Ooh, I wonder if this is an Endwalker thing.
A tower?
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards. The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower.
Ooh.
They've sprung up all across Eorzea. Nothing more is known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert. Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Rocket preserved!
Ooh, pretty! Ooh. What is that?
Be.
Okay, maybe deadly, not pretty. Also, both
The palace!
also pretty.
After them!
What are we supposed to do against that? Honestly. Ampy, hey Ampy. Money for the bunny, take my offering, Bungirl. Thanks for the resubscribe, my friend. How are you today?
You're here, good.
Pretty! Are you looking at me? Oh, that wasn't creepy.
Well,
Look at those big feet! Fan Daniel! That's a Sar. That's a Asari. Oh my
I
gosh!
feel quite starstruck.
They would know he's an Asahi,
Asahi?
so they know that this is.
His body, more like. You don't
Oops,
fool
oops,
us.
oops, oops. Sorry. It's an Asian. We knew this. It's Fan Daniel.
Oh, you saw straight through it. Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fan Daniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
And it's a red masked Asians. What do you want? It's Van Daniel. Van Daniel, Bella, what do we do?
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days. To which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices.
We're done with these darn Asians.
Which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Asians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right. Though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion?
Oh my god, he's even creepier.
Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument. But thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging.
They literally are like,
Free
who?
to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire.
Who is the creepiest, most annoying villain we've had lately in
And my heart's
Asahi?
desire is to lay this half-broken world
That's
to
who we're
waste,
bringing back.
leaving nary a fleck of dust behind.
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die.
But aren't you gonna die too, Fan Daniel?
You! And you! And you! I want you all to die! And I want to die too!
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering!
Oh my god.
I'm different, you see. From the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe. I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, the Telophoroi, shall be your
The
performers and
Telophoroi?
this very star our stage.
What is that? Oh, damn. It's beautiful, whatever it is. I know it's trying to kill me, but... Okay, first of all, we've been through a lot. For that to like, take us all out like that seems highly unlikely.
Ah, but I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash.
He wants to fight me. He wants to catch me
Pray
outside.
see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
Rub on. You're behind that man 100% now. He has not blinked, but also he's just... He was just... Okay, here's the thing. I hated him so much in Stormblood. I hated him so much. So the fact that they brought him back to be another villain and as an Ascian makes sense. Xenos wants to meet me in Balmung. Okay, we'll do a little roleplay. It's, oh yeah, Lunar Rockmit. Interesting. Brogan, please stop. Thank goodness everyone's safe. We managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden. Raban, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you. No, you won't. You'll rest. From what Merylweb tells me, you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest. Very well, but if you need our help, don't hesitate. Take care, both of you. Ah, you're back too. Good. We've received the reports from the Alliance. Since we're all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat the rest of us to a first-hand account? No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable but for the endless variety of our foes. This Fandaniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron. Unhinged perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days and that the towers will somehow facilitate this. He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. And the creature did resemble the descriptions I've seen of the Elder Primal. That may be, but the fact that it answered to Fandaniel would suggest they are not one in the same entity. I think it more probable that it is some manner of Silicrum born of Ascian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of yours, Ishtola? I have been to see the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judge it best to provide them with the cure first. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Ulda and delivered the porksies to her grace, along with detailed instructions on their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The immortal flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amalja when negotiations abruptly collapsed. The Amalja claim that a number of their kind have been abducted, and that men are responsible. Darn those men. Naught is known of the perpetrators as yet, but as the immortal flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Fandaniel's towers. On the subject of towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yangxia. Then it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little for now save remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Let's just go talk to Nidhogg. Oh, Estinian. Yes. Daddy Estinian. Estinian? Now just a moment. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lance, I would be the first to welcome it. But the truth is, we will struggle even to find him. Nah, you let me and Kral worry about that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he's hiding. If he indeed is hiding, we always have ways of locating him regardless. So if there are no objections, we shall depart at once. Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them on the proper use of porksies. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead. Okay, that explains why they need so many porksies. Because it didn't make sense before. Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. Are you not enjoying our adventure, Graha? Come now, I didn't say that. While it may not be the most carefree experience, there is nothing in this world I would rather do than write a new future with you. Graha! Stop! A long future, mind. Whatever the Telephoroi might hope. We'll stop them, won't we? Together. He's already got names picked out for the kids, right? He's so obsessed with us. Estinian is a dragon whisperer. You know what's really weird about Estinian is that, like, I'm level 40-something dragoon, and he's so mean to us. But then you go into the main story, and he's, like, our friend. Like, we've done countless things together, Estinian. Calm down.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them.
Is that the scout?
Oh, thank goodness for that.
He doesn't look good, Lise. Oh no. Looks like a zombie.
Glory be.
Glory be to Garlemald!
Oh damn. Meanwhile, Xenos, why are you always in the dark, man? You should take up a hobby. You could learn to crochet. He just looks utterly bored. That looks boring.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life.
Oh, Fan Daniel is has a flare.
Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing her that you await her coming, though I confess, I may have singed her a little in the process.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard
so
my tongue lest
annoying.
it be the end of me. Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh, I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
There's gotta be a reason. He can't see Xenos as someone above him.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
Damn, you wouldn't hold on to a weapon until you found a new one. Now you're just without a weapon. Was she silly? He's a monk now. Hi, Rachel. You're much better? That's good to hear. Good news! Thancred and Urianger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? Ah, welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alice, Graha, and Corey, but I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Though I can't help noticing that we're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to apprise Raban and others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us? Indeed, it was just as Lies said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and Ilyard, however, were notable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working their day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Transform it? Into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet, as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Fandaniel combined Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Be sure to save some for Urianger, which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. These towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryl. We need not all attend. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Urianger before the meeting. Thancred got a lot cooler since Stormblood? Yeah, he got pretty cool. Do you mean cool or hot? Hot or cool? My friends, much and more have I heard of your travels in our absence. Heartened am I to see you hale and whole. As are we to see you safely return from your mission, Urianger. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome? Well, well, if it isn't Alphino and his merry band. I like your gloves. Ehrenwald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Elysian are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great aurochs such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. Aye, 'twas not till my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Moin Brida towered over me nonetheless. Ehrenwald brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease with each other's company. It's almost endearing. So, what exactly brings you here? Oh, for Dola, mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? Eh? What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? If Fordola is going with him, that must mean... My apologies. As Ehrenwald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. 'Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal.
Teleforoy.
But since then we have seen no sign of this Fan Daniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
So he was tempered.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
Oh, interesting. What would they be tempered by?
The tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
We cured the condition. What more do we need to know?
Unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
Oh.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma.
Oh, Lord
The
Hien.
plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my
Aid,
choice.
sacrifice. Is it me? Am I the choice?
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
Why did they look so angry? I thought they were our
glad
friends.
to put our gifts to use, Commander.
I thought they were our friends.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
Oh, why is he so
That
sad?
concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
That's why you wanted to wait to talk to
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
Afano.
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
I don't know who Arenvold is. I've forgotten who he is. Or why Afano is upset. Or why he would not get tempered. Guess we'll find out. Where are you in the story in MSQ? Ampy? Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamoldva and Vamar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fordola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
That sounds like a no.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Eldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head! I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I a part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way.
Fordola hates this.
We'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
I don't remember Fordola. What did she do? Or why she's so special?
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light, or Alphino for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime. No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Bloody
Tataru!
It's Tataru! I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian. And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Why is Estinian running from us?
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
So Estinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there is no time to lose. All present? Good. Let us split up and search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares, the markets, whatnot. You and Corey can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well. Let us reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck. Estinian! I think I should begin at the Sky Steel Manufactory, so perhaps you could try the congregation. Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return. Good morrow to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Emmerich sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search of him. To what, then, do we owe the pleasure of your visit? I see. No, we were not aware Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhaps he came to seek an audience with Lord Emmerich, only to find him absent? In any event, I am afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. He wants to fly away? Estinian, get your butt back here! Estinian! Oh, this is a pretty cool shot. That looks really nice. Those textures. That's all I can look at nowadays. Just textures.
Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
Is this him? This is Estinian. Hi, Estinian.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence. Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Too long?
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
This is Alice. Has he never met Alice?
Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
I am not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Oh, had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side. To think the day would come when I should
Oh my
see
god,
this living
does
legend with my
Graha
own
stand
eyes.
everybody?
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alice shouting. Estinian! It's been too long.
He was so shocked.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused with one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
At least someone's having a good time. You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
Why do they keep talking to me about each other? Why don't they just talk to each other? Alice is lovingly rugged. Yes.
Keep him to my... You're joking, aren't you? I'd be glad if someone would take him off my hands.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Aziz La.
Aziz La? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Aziz La, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azizlar together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this.
Tataru!
We Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard. Ugh! I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
She's just angry that he got him mixed up. And he called her rugged.
He's not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less... blunt?
I don't know why he keeps just yelling at Lizzie. It has been quite some time since I last set foot in Azizla, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit? Alas, not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied in the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Cori is the person to ask. As far as I know, she's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. It was Midsummergurmagur. Ah, yes, you were a friend of her father. I too have met with Tiamat. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she had yet harbored thoughts of vengeance and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her, even now. I see. The original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. Alice and Estinian? I honestly don't know, because I don't even remember who Tiamat is. Was she a something that we fought in a trial? Oh, we got pizza. Tiamat awaits. This way. Is this Tiamat? Oh, this is Tiamat. My sire's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to this place?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
That my sins should be repeated. I sense not the faintest stirring. As to who had called him forth, I know of none save the dragons of Meresidia, our children. The Icon claimed their souls when first he manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools for the Allagan's dark designs.
Much like those held here in Asisla. If dragons who worship Bahamut are required to summon him, that must mean...
Yes, the dragons of Meresidia are at the mercy of this Asian. There could be no other explanation. Cursed Asians, foul minions of darkness. Again you would profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths to which you will not stoop? Wait, why is she trapped here?
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished. Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Meresidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
She's gonna summon Bahamut. Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire, but words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You, who contend with icons, cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power of we of the first brood wields. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, it's
I don't think we should be making promises we don't know if we
universal.
can keep, Alice. Speakest thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest. When your own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn, and to all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. While pork seeds have been shown to be efficient in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Alligans kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. We shall leave that to you, then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. I know Aphino and Cori are here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap when our work here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea? And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Ahem. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the flagship. Ah, yes, we are familiar with it. The Etherochemical Research Facility in particular. Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel, containing a small amount of my blood. Why does he keep giving us his blood? It's just weird. It's just not something we should carry around all the time, Graha. Which you would just happen to be carrying around with you. That's what I'm saying, Alice. I'm glad we're on the same page. I suppose that would seem rather odd. To explain, Rambros Urianger and I are researching the use of spirit vessels and the transference not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines, and so I keep one at the ready should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visits, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being of royal blood, and armed with that spirit vessel, I posit that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try, at least. Agreed. We will take good care of it. To the flagship, then. Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. You wish to operate the Dragon Restate mechanisms. You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the Dragon Restate mechanisms. Okay, members of the royal family. Or those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps. Here you go. Here's the blood of my friends. Drink it. Remembrance of me. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. Alphino? Estinian. Alphino. My name is Alphino. But that's just confusing. Amusing as you may find my name, I must have the Username changed. Welcome. You may operate the Dragon Restate mechanisms when ready. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen Tiamat, a system update is required. Oh my god, what is this? Windows? A system update? What do you suppose it is asking of us? I could hazard a guess. Well, that's more than I can say, confound bloody thing. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the absence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So, can this thing release the restraints or not? It can, but only once it has received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense? User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating placation protocols. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying, but I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without it. Let's see, according to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask what version you are employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time required for update 5 years and 1 day. We don't have that type of time. That is rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options for assistance using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine it will have changed all that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we've made progress. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I am ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over. Here's his blood. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there is something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allegan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians, and it was the same in Ishgard where they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touch turns to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? Enemy, I do want to understand him. But did he not tell you that he was beyond reason? If he wishes to die, I say we oblige him. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope that you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus? Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet the fact remains that there are some who would view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Alphino has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. You are? I am too. Estinine told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alphino's absence that he's needed elsewhere? Yeah. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off talking to nodes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings confirmed that her ethereal balance leans strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of ether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely. Meaning I'll need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely that Tiamat shows no sign of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraints, ethereal dampers. I'm counting on you, Angelo. Let's get it, Porksy! Ah, such warmth! The frost that shroudeth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten? Of war with the men of Alleg? Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Corey, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. I don't know, that sounds like a bad idea. Tell me of Bahamut and the Ascians? Let's hear about the war. Wicked, bloodthirsty creatures. Not content with their own lands, they brought fire and death to Mericidia, our home. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mercidia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I found a place to raise our young. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Sharlayan scholar Rurusha. She posits the man first settled in the southern continent towards the end of the second astral era. Correctly, it would appear, if only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself. Again, Angelo. When first the children of man arrived on our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which we held domain, such was their fear of dragonkind. And as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared on the horizon, bearing ever more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time, they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, men fought men, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife. Until one day, they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of men, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end. For the men of Aleg slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Ascians. The rest thou knowest all too well. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Ascians together, and you and your beloved will have justice. Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over. Keep going, Alice. The magic is working. Well, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close, I can feel it, and while I've only got a few more drops of ether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold you to that. Alright, here I go.
No. I'm almost there. This is it, Angelo.
Yes, poor Porksy. I think it hurts. And the Porksy's just happy. How does the Porksy know what to do? So she was trapped because she killed everyone for killing Bahamut? Or... Yes, I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Justinian? What do you think? Well, let's see what Alphino is doing, I guess. Let's do this, Alphino. Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in like manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
Oh, my children. Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
You're making a lot of promises today, Alice. Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
You'll be an old man playing this game? Oh, same. Well, not a man, probably. Or maybe. We don't know what the future holds.
Let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Ooh, Tiamat. Oh. It's a big stretch, girl. That Estinian? Give us a second, man, okay? Bahamut, my beloved. For vengeance and atonement, I rise. Where are you going?
By the gods!
He was ready.
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way.
Sorry. We know we just freed you, but we gotta go now.
It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan. He flies for the largest amount of settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Shall we? Are you gonna ride the dragon? Are you allowed to do that? Or doesn't piss him off? You might already be old, probably to some people I am. That's okay. You just keep doing what you like doing. That's what I say. While I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle, 'twould be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Alright. The link pearl sound is the ringtone on your phone. I've already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Ulda at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alphino and be on our way. Sindra better wake me up because I'm about to fall asleep right here. I'm going in a healer too, so. I'm gonna go in White Mage. This is all taking me a really long time to get through. I'm not lying. Now, I know some of you could do with the rest, but I'm sorry to say that Telephore and I have other plans. Paglathen is already under siege. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Terrapin at their head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. 'Tis good to hear that Ulza has not abandoned the Emolja. Abandoned them? Did we not profess to be their friends? I knew this was the Sultana. Look at that little lullaby. Your Grace! Marshal Terrapin had made some provisions for such an exigency and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of an intervention. Nor is Uldo alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Paglathen. Yet even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, where we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured, but not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Emoljas show any signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so? Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascian or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Cori and others like her wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe, whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare rather better, assuming, that is, you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you are able. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. It was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I, for one, am inclined to do as her grace requests. Lest we forget, Arenvald and Forjola are in Paglathen on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed, to the airship then. Emolja. Oh, we all match. Hello? We all look cute as heck. Oh my goodness. We don't deserve to look this heckin' cute, honestly. Yeah, I asked if you were here, but nobody said anything, so I went ahead and queued because I'm so sleepy and I want to go to bed. I mean, honestly, I waited like 3 seconds. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Okay. Okay. Ishtar? 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 Oh my goodness. Where are you lighting at, Ishtar? Oh god. Let's do this here. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're doing laundry? Oh god, I didn't know, I'm sorry. I should've just waited. Did this go off yet? It is so late to be doing laundry. I actually probably do need to do laundry as well now that I'm thinking about it. Oh. I don't know why I do that. You guys can... I'm gonna hold on to this one now. Okay. Do this. We're lighting, friend? Ooh. Oh god, I forgot to give out cards. Oh no. Well, I guess you can have a card then. You can have one card. I don't think I need to give this out. Oh, maybe. That's fine. I'll get him back. It's just a dungeon. Oh god. Oh. What do I do? Wait, how did you... Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I did not realize you were dying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, you can give it to a lightning rod. Oh, gotcha. Okay, well that makes a ton of sense. Take it to the pole and move out of the AoE. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Just get out of the lightning rod. Oh, I'm not been... I was like, why is my mana going down? Because you're not giving away your things, Corey. Oh. Take it to a pole. Take this. Oh god, I'm shocked. Oh god, I'm shocked. Please don't die, Corey. Alright, cool. God, I thought I got hit in that. I was like, what? For some reason, I just really love the movement of my combust. No lie. I think it looks pretty cool. Oh, I guess we didn't need to do that either. Oh my god. This person... They just... It takes so much more damage than everyone else does. Ooh, look at this nice treasure coffer. Cute. Do we like them? Nope. We don't.
What took you so
We're
long?
gonna take them though.
The Amalj are in trouble. Let's split up.
Is that Tiamat? The red mage is trying to die, you think so? Ask us some of the coolest looking spells. I know, I really love Astrologian. I love white mage because, I mean, that's what I started with, but I really like Ast. Oh god. I'm not giving these out. God damn it. Why am I so bad? Your three main are Paladin, Scholar, and Bard. Oh, interesting. I really want to do good with Scholar because I think that shield healing is so interesting, but because I leveled Scholar, or sorry, because I leveled Summoner, Scholar is so hard for me for some reason. It's just hard for me to pick up. I mean, like, I've barely picked up Sage.
Oh, no,
I've been trying to pick up Sage, and I just feel so bad at it. But Sage just feels not great. Sage just feels not great. Like, if you go into a leveling dungeon before 70. Is this where are you sitting here? Oh god. Keep down your healer for life, so white mage is your jam. Sage is also your jam. You can't pick your jam. I'm the same way. I'm a healer in every game that I play. I like to heal more than I like to do anything else. I really hate tanking, but I think that might just be because I'm really bad at Dark Knight, and that's the only tank that I have really any levels on. So maybe I would be better at a different type of tank. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, we have to do this? Okay. 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 Sage is a healer class where you should always be attacking. Oh, right. And weave some healing spells in. Yeah. Sage is a little difficult to wrap your head around if you're just not used to it, you know what I mean? Ooh. Okay. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even realize those missiles were coming across, honestly. Oh my god, I clicked out. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. Did we win? Okay, thank goodness, because I was not. Oh, we're still in it. Oh, we have to do this again. Okay, here. I was not. We were not in that. I forgot I have my Lady of Crowns. We might as well use it. We haven't. Okay. We got another Lady of Crowns. Fantastic. Love that for us. Love that for us. They made attacking a heal and a good one, so it really shifts how healing worked before. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like Sage. It's just because, I guess, maybe because I was such a... It's hard to go from reactionary, at least for me, it was hard to, like, go from reactionary healer to shield healer. Not that I think that the shield healing's all that big of a deal. I mean, it's important, for sure. Tiamat. Oh, I have to get on a dragon? Are they gonna take me to where I need to go, or do I have to... Okay, I can't do anything. Okay. I can move my camera. Oh, look, this is pretty. This is nice. Come back here! Okay, thank you. Where are you? Oh god. Please tell me that that got to you. Okay. Alright. Oh god, I'm not paying attention to my tank. Well, I mean, you could have done that before I used my swift gas. Oh damn, I forgot to give out my cards. I'm the worst, honestly. Oh, nice. It takes some foresight, right? Ooh. The lunar... Oh, we're gonna fight the lunar Bahamut. Telothurium. Don't I have bard songs? Do I have bard songs? Because of the bard? Oh, the bard wasn't singing? Wait, have they been singing? I haven't been paying attention. Ooh. Dragon fight! Oh, damn. Oh, damn. You ready to fight me? Okay. Thank you for waiting. Here I am. That's really cute. What do you wear? Is that also from the Tides? I've not gotten that outfit from the Tides. Oh god. Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I just really wasn't. I'm glad that they were able to heal themselves, because I know I should have moved that into the tank, but then I panicked. I do have Lady Crowns. No, but I died! I don't know what that is. Do we ignore it? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm so sorry. Okay. I don't know what to do. Corey doesn't know what to do. She's panicking. She's panicking. She's panicking. She's panicking. She's panicking. Oh god. Oh my Jesus. that did that. That either. Is it in the middle that it moves out? Okay, so it is in the middle, and everything just moves out. Okay, cool. Right? Or maybe not. I think the tank had it, but honestly, I think it's fine. Or we did. Oh. Maybe the other person had a ton of stacks, and that's why? No. I didn't mean to... Oh, you can move out of it? What does that mean? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, move this over to the tank. Okay. Yay, we've done it! Oh, there are some bard buffs. Okay. Lunar Bahamut. One Lunar Bahamut down! Thank you for the GGs. Oh, I liked her top. Her top was really cool. Yeah, we're all red. It looks really nice. Oh man, I keep forgetting about my Chloe. Oh, it expired. I always forget about Chloe. We've defeated it! We've destroyed it! Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall be forever in your debt. By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Mericidia hearken to the lies of the Assyrians. This I vow. Wow, that looks... she looks so cool. Like, out here. Looks really nice. All the muscles and stuff. Pretty cool. Sorry, Bella.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
It's another dragon. Oh, the Mulja.
Long have our peoples waged war, but no more.
Oh, you're gonna be our friend? Fantastic.
Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
Okay, we would be proud to call you our allies.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
Easy peasy, just had to slay a lunar Bahamut.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
That's the last dungeon of Shadowbringers. Oh no. Are those the Amalja? Oh my god. Is that an eyeball?
What in Ralga's name happened here?
The gods only know.
It's a TV. That looks like that's an eyeball.
Down here by choice.
Quickly, we've got to get them free.
There's a lot of them, and I think that they're dead. I don't think they're alive. Oh, they're alive.
No. What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving, now.
Damn, you just made them miserable. Made them suffer. We're gonna be next. We need to get out of here. Why are we waiting? Get out!
No.
Is that Ifrit?
No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together.
I don't know if that's where you're gonna leave this life together by doing that. While it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Fandaniel, we have dealt his schemes a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will when you have received word of Arvenvald's safe return. Well, we got something to tell ya, Alphino. Alright.